Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Savage Orc campaign. Now, go admit, I know a little bit of what's going on ahead of time here, guys, because I may have just spent 30 minutes recording this episode and then realised I hadn't pressed record. So, I'm going to try and follow the way I did it before. So, I'm going to try not to cheat too much. Then again, I was doing quite a good session, so that's not going to be too much of an issue. So, right, anyway. First things we're going to do here is, oh no, we can't move anybody up here this turn. We're going to start bringing these guys back down. So I've got an army over here to deal with the forces over here. So we're going to push into Wurrzag and see what happens here. Which, spoilers, I may know. But I'm going to try and follow what I did before. Okay, and that is it for this turn anyway. So... right, you guys... I'm actually going to clear their target. Okay, and turn! Okay, so we are pushing the dwarfs back, but I still need to be careful because, you know, they are still powerful. They can still lash out at me if needs be. I want to get this war finished up as quickly as I can because I want to get involved in the north. I want to give the vampires a good whacking so that I can deal with the Empire more because I prefer fighting the Empire. Anyway, this is an obvious loss, guys, so I'm not even going to bother fighting it. Yeah, it was always going to be a decisive defeat, so there's no point in worrying about that too much. Obviously he's now pushing over towards me. They are moving on. And let's just keep the aggression on here, guys. Let's keep pushing against these dwarf armies because I don't want to let any of them slip past me. I do have this little warrior of chaos wandering around in my land, this agent here, who I do want to try and deal with because he is spreading chaos corruption by his presence, which is not actually a good thing because while we're not good, we are definitely not chaos. And we are definitely at war with chaos. I also do want to be aware that there are various chaos armies around in the world at the moment, so I want to just be aware of them so I can deal with them when I do need to. So I can, you know, and that's another reason why finishing this war quickly will benefit me because it means I can bring an end to the war. Yeah, I can get myself in a better position to deal with the Chaos armies if they do appear. Okay, so the Knights of Flame are going to advance on me here. However, I'm going to be pushing to that town to protect my flank there nicely. Now, obviously, they can still sail across the water here, but that's not too bad a thing if it happens. Again, we'll just have to pay attention to exactly what goes on where. Because obviously, if they do invade, I need to be able to deal with that. And at the moment, I am quite limited on the amount of armies I've got. I am more of a raiding nation, and at the moment, I'm not really getting that chance to sack and raid as much as I should be, preferably. However, I am still being quite aggressive. I do have a fairly reasonable income, and I've got you know, some decent armies and some good wars going at the moment. So it's not the end of the world. You know, I can just keep this aggression on. I am also a little worried about those guys, even though I do have a non-aggression pact with them, because, you know. Okay, so they've sacked here. Let's get this place being repaired.
Who's the boss?
Get you chasing this guy again. Let's move you down to intercept. Oh, he's just out of range there. We're going to chase him off. Ooh, actually. No, they're going to follow because I've got a plan for that. Alright, you are going to run down into Wurrzag this turn. Okay, we're about to have a rebellion down here, which again isn't the end of the world if we get a rebellion here, so I'm not that fussed by that. I thought that was...
Gobbler's angry.
I must have had another army selected. I'm a little bit confused there. It's not the only time I've been a little bit confused, guys. Anyway, so let's end turn again and see exactly what's going to go on, who's going to go where. Because they might not do the same things this time as they did last time. Okay, my War has smashed that rebellion, which I didn't actually want them to do, because I wanted the rebellion to go on for a few more turns, because that would have given me a little bit more... it would have given me a bit more breathing space, basically, because actually it would have lowered the overall rebelliousness, the obedience issue I'm having there, because I'd have had people... I'd have had that rebellion growing, but it would have also lowered my negative obedience. It would have improved my obedience by 20 a turn. That was one... Do I have a dwarf sitting in ambush right off my city there? I think I do, guys. That is not what they did last time. So I have a dwarf sitting there waiting to ambush me. I don't think I'm gonna fall for his ambush, do you guys? So yeah, that's something we're gonna have to deal with. That is an interesting tactic from the dwarves. That's definitely not a particularly dwarven tactic, I tell you that. So that is very different than happened last time, which makes dealing with them different than last time. Now, I could actively run into that ambush. Ooh. The people on the other side of the world who are getting trounced by Loffen have ended their non-aggression pact with me. I don't care. I think Loffen are the superpower in the game at the moment, more than anybody, even than me. I mean, I'm big, but I couldn't face off against Loffen at the moment, so that is something I do need to keep an eye on there, because at some point we are going to have a proper war with Loffen, and that war is going to be big and violent. That is going to be one vicious war when it happens. So, well, it's going to be vicious, but that's a long time in the future. It's also possibly going to be one I don't win with how powerful they are, and because the idea of fighting the High Elves as orcs terrifies me, especially a high level High Elf force, because their archers are going to destroy me. And I'll have to try and work out how to deal with that when I get there. It's something we'll see. I really don't trust him, but at the moment I can't free up an army to go after him. Okay, so a rebellion has been has risen up and then been brutally crushed.
Let's take what should be ours.
Just go.
Can we find him by walking around, guys? Do you know? Doesn't look like it.
The Great Saber.
Lots of plans. 2 in 1.
Just kind of trying to sneak these armies forwards to try and hit him.
Alright, I'm going. Heading out.
See you later. Shifty.
Where did he go?
What brings you to the hall?
Did they just disband that army?
Night Gobbo War Boss.
Not what I expected.
Get going.
Okay, you, sir, are going to sneak forwards. Right. I need 25% remaining. There looks good to me. And you can adopt ambush stance. So if these guys try and come out and go up, hopefully they've lost sight of me. If they try and push up, they will get hit.
You want schemes? I got schemes.
Okay, let's level up his... Oh, hang on. Okay, oh no, we can't get that. We can make him a dodgy geezer. But no, for now we're going to up Gutter Fighter, so up his damage a little bit. And end turn. So where did that little dwarf army go? Unless I completely missed where it went. Where it disappeared. Let's watch. Oh, the dwarfs have confederated with Angrund here. Oh, god damn it, I went completely the wrong direction there, guys.
Welcome news.
Ooh. Oh, the vampires are beginning to not like me, guys. So that might be something I need to send an army up to deal with. And again, that is even more of a reason to really pressure the... really kick the dwarfs down and try and get a peace treaty, because it will free up my forces to push back north. Because at the moment I am solidly attacking one singular front, and that is not good for me at the moment, because I'm, as you can probably tell, I'm already overstretched fighting on two fronts here. Well, one quite long front. No, I'm just as overstretched as the dwarfs, admittedly, but it means that it's very hard for either of us to manoeuvre armies effectively. Now, I could potentially pull one army up, but two, and I would probably start taking losses. So I need to do one of two things. I need to close this front off, which I will actually do by taking here, or I need to force a peace treaty. I would quite like to force a peace treaty with one side or the other, because it means I can just concentrate on dealing with the other side. Ideally the Knights of Flame, but we'll see what happens. If I can force a peace treaty with Knights of Flame, I can then just focus on the dwarfs. If I can get a peace treaty with the dwarfs, I can focus on the Knights of Flame, but taking all of the Knights of Flame territory will massively overextend me. But I could quite easily capture this little bit, and that would be quite a nice little extra bit of territorial expansion, especially if I take these mountains here, because there's some quite good ways of defending there. Okay, so they've obviously confederated, and Ungrim has wandered on, and we are still being raided by those annoying guys.
My brother's ready.
Right, let's keep chasing them. Last time, he went this way, and I moved Skarsnik in to intercept, and we had fun with we had lots and lots of fun with night goblins.
Start the war.
Don't think he's got enough units to get a war. It doesn't tell me. You have to have a certain amount of units before you can get a war. However, he can attack anyway because he needs the extra fightiness. So he will lead this attack.
Don't think so.
Ask your favour.
They still won't accept it. They are fools. Okay, we're going to wait for my war here. Okay, so that's... Oh god. Let's get back up here fast. What is this army? Do a cheeky save.
I wanna see that.
This could be painful, guys, but I don't want that army getting behind me, so I need to take it out. This is either going to be a glorious victory, or it's going to be terrible. This is an underground battle, so I can't really flank them as easily, but that's not as important in this with this setup, as you will see. However, what I do have is I've got the artillery, and they don't. So I will be able to force them to come to me. Now my Night Gobbo line is going to do awesome things, as you guys will see. And then hopefully I'll be able to get the squigs around the back. And the trolls, the squigs and the trolls will be my flanking forces, guys. And so the plan for them is to get them around the back and shred and right in disrupting the enemy formation. They also don't have too much in the way of ranged, which is good for me, because dwarf ranged is very bad to deal with. The warriors I'm not so worried about. These slayers and these lords are probably the worst, the hardest things for me to be dealing with here. I want more magic than that. Can all these guys be... Ah, interesting. So theoretically I could set up my entire army behind them if I was so inclined. I'm not. Okay, so we're going to set up a fairly standard line. These guys behind. Some squigs on either side. Look at these squigs. These guys have rampage as well, and a unit of ogres on either side as well. We're going to put the mage there, and the lord's going to hang back. He will get involved when he needs to. Oh, the lord there, sorry, and the mage. They can both stay central. In fact, no, we can put one to each side of their leadership buffs. We do have some good spells. We've got the Fist of Gork, we've got an Explosion, and the Gaze of Mork. So we've got some nice buff there. Obviously a nice single attack and a nice explosion. We are going to have to move ourselves forwards to start with, so it's double time. Because obviously the dwarfs aren't going to come and attack me until I start whacking them with my siege equipment. I can't even see them at the moment. Oh! No, they appear to already be coming, so let's leave my siege equipment there. Let's actually pull back a little bit.
Moving fast! Moving fast!
Go, go, go!
So the dwarves are already coming forwards. There is actually no need for me to rush.
Running!
Okay, and here go my Doom Divers. I do love Doom Divers. These are little goblins, so they kind of guide themselves, which makes them devastating. He says as they completely miss their targets. Come on, guys, show what you can do. Wow, they are failing. They are nowhere near as buffed as my other Doom Divers. These dwarfs just seem to be milling. Here they come! Just putting these guys on auto fire. That's better. You saw that damage there. Ha 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 ha. So my Doom Divers are now beginning to do their job a bit better. Oh god, that's why things looked a little odd.
Where's the cave?
And now we move our line forwards a bit because they are starting to hit us. Right, actually we're going to pause for 1 second. Sorry guys, I do try and avoid pausing, but sometimes it is needed. Okay, this is just to get these abilities off. Now this ability is brilliant. I will show you. You send out these little guys who spin into the enemy. And it is devastating to them. You can now charge yourselves in. You guys can, Squigs can push up here with the ogres. Same on this side. In fact, these ogres here can charge into these guys. So my squigs are basically trying to deal with their ranged. Oh god, that wasn't good. These ogres can slam to the back of here. You can hit into here. So this is going nicely now. Oh, my mage, my mage. We're going to throw out a buff. And we're going to pop an explosion on these guys. You see, those hits I did right at the start, they massacred them, did huge amounts to these guys, and shredded their morale. Now this is bad. I need to get my ogres up into here. Let's get my lord on there, lord, and all of my archers hitting him. Let's use the gaze of Mork on him as well. Oh, did you see that whack? Okay, some of my units are beginning to struggle here, which is hardly surprising, because these guys are not about their staying power. Let's keep the ogres in here. Slam that over there. You can charge over into here. My squigs are pretty much being smashed. This might not go my way, guys. Why did I just put my shaman into there? That was a bad idea. You can slam some through there. This is a bit of an odd-shaped battle at the moment because things are breaking on each side. So everybody's a bit all over the place. I need to get my ogres back into these guys. My other unit of ogres have been smashed and my archers are beginning to break. This might not go so well now, guys. This is getting fraught now. Right, Squigs, you can get into this range. I need this range dealt with. No, I'm going to hit my own guys there, but it's not. I need to do something. I know that's not good against multiple units, but we need to do something. Right, let's have some of these guys pull out. Let's leave them out for a little bit just to get their morale back up. Well, let's pop another one through these guys. No, they are beginning to break. Where are my squigs? They are completely, they are breaking now. We are breaking these guys. You guys can all get back involved now. Push back in. Slam through them. I'll hopefully break these guys. You can push up. Now we've broken their lord. Ooh, they've broken my lord even. This guy is Ethereal, so he's really hard to deal with. We are breaking them in the middle. You guys can push into the middle where you can use your abilities again. You squigs, you can hit here. get my ogres down into them, into that lord.
This is the aggression.
Night is here. Stand up. Running.
Get you guys down so you can use your ability quickly before you break. Damn.
Let's fight.
Shaman.
Is getting messy, guys, as you can see. It's their lord, it's the lord, it's Iornhammer who has won this battle for them. And this freaking guy here who is completely unbreakable. However, we've probably not wiped out our army. We'll probably, because most of our guys have actually run off the field here. So actually, we will probably just pull back to the town, and we've probably done enough damage to them that they can't successfully attack anywhere. So neither side did particularly well there. Yeah, you see, I've not actually lost a single unit here, so I will be back into the town. Their losses are more significant than mine, simply because they have the better units there. Now, this is where Night Goblins fail a bit, because you don't have that staying power. I wish it had a couple of giants in there. God, my Doom Divers did so much damage there. But this is where they really do fall over, because they can't do so well there. I lost a couple of units there, but we can fall back into this town now. Let's get a couple of units out.
Night Gobbo War Boss.
Okay.
Begone. Ask your favour, and I will check with the Demos
Wow.
that you are.
They don't like me, guys. Okay. So he has leveled up, even though he lost a little bit there. So let's start buffing him up, and let's end turn. So we're going to take Gorgazon next turn. That's going to be a relatively easy cap. However, those dwarves up there might hit me, but if they attack the town, I'm quite confident I will win. The benefit of having that army as full gobos is it's cheap. So that's the main purpose behind that, is it makes it a lot cheaper to maintain. We're going to pull Skarsnik back down to Numas, and we're going to keep following the other army with Wurrzag there. And we're going to let our other army build up again for a couple of turns before we go on the offensive with that again. That was meant to be more of a defensive force, so it wasn't really designed to be going into big battles like that. Maybe I should have held the town rather than attack, but it's benefits of hindsight, guys. You know, you do these things and you think afterwards, maybe I should have done that differently. So it is what it is. I did what I did. So I'm not massively upset about that loss. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring Skarsnik back here, and we're going to move keep chasing with Wurrzag. My experiment with non-Skarsnik Gobbo armies might have just been ended. I might start slowly replacing these guys with cheapish orc armies. Just keep the Gobbos as more defensive forces maybe. So you saw the damage they did there. I did nearly beat that force, but that was a very low level dwarf force, to be fair. So you know, against a higher level force, I don't think my Gobbos would have had much chance. But I need to start getting more monstrous units into these armies as well. That is the thing I'm really lacking here, is some of these giants and the giant spiders and things, because they will make a big difference once I can start getting them in. Certainly, once I get giant spiders, they are also archers. They are also ranged units, so I will probably start just replacing all of my archers with them. Oh, my War smashed one of their forces. I was wondering what was going on there.
orc are coming.
We're going to chase up here. You are going to come down into here. And we're going to try and get this place in a bit better situation. You can now go for Grimgore. And we are going to smash this place. Sack and cap. Sack and cap. And this is going to be the end of the stream, guys, because my game has just crashed. So we will start from... I will get myself back into this position for the start of the next one, guys. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it up to my ignominious crash here. As always, guys, if you think any way I can do better, please let me know. I'm not the best orc player, so if I'm doing things wrong, just tell me in the comments, guys. If you can think of better medium low level army makeups, please do let me know. Thank you for watching, guys.